we spoke about job to be done, and basically figuring out not where your people are, but rather where are they going to make decision of interacting with your brand, with your product, with the services you are offering. And again, $1 million question. And another one is, how do you figure out that? Because as you said, there's many instances now online they are present on. People attention span went to hell, so people are just screening through a bunch of content during the day. So how do you figure out what is the place to be, or maybe the places to be, to kind of achieve that goal of attracting that engagement and kind of working your way down the funnel for your customers?
It depends, as everything and anything in life. But I think you need to be very aware of the fact that in the beginning, you're on your own. So you are a one-person team, a one-man band, if you will. And you're working with $0, and you need to make everything happen.
Yeah.
So what we did at my startup, what we did in the beginning is we tried and tested so many things, but we did a little mistake of trying a lot of things at once. So and then it took us a bit of time to realize what works and what doesn't. So we said instantly, look, for content production, which was something that we wanted to build our reputation on, it made zero sense to start our own blog, because nobody will come to our website. Why would they? They don't know, we're just starting out. So we researched, when I say we, I mean I did that, right? So we, the marketing team of one, researched and found out that using Medium and publishing on Medium is a good option, because people are there. So all you need to do is to create enticing content, and people will eventually, just come. And then eventually we made a blog of our own and then transferred all the content there. But at that time we were already a sort of established brand, so we could invest in our own blog. In the beginning we had very hands-on, human, one-to-one, we're all in this together type of approach. So we realized that Twitter was working for us, because we were aiming at startup owners, founders, startup teams who are in the US predominantly. So Twitter, right? Yeah. There was no point investing in all of the channels, although we did have all of them at the time. But we realized that we need to be the fastest and most engaging on Twitter, and then we just let word of mouth, do the rest, and just start a conversation and let it flow.
Perfect, amazing. And making that, and of course the I would say the marketing mix necessarily in the old sense of term, but rather the mix of channels that you're using to kind of create that kind of compelling pinpoints towards your customers obviously develops during the time. So you actually had the phase one, saying, okay, we're going to go to Medium, then phase two, we're going to migrate to blog in that particular section of the activities. What was, and then this is another set of questions opening up. It's how do you measure that? How do you know, being a one-person team, driving your outreach efforts toward your future community, the customers, how do you measure that you are doing the right thing?
In the beginning, you measure everything. Yeah. So in the beginning, I had this 3,000 rows long spreadsheet where not actual 3,000, but a bunch of rows measuring everything. Yeah. Website traffic, content drill down on website, bounce rates, most popular content throughout channels, engagement rates, number of posts per month for each social media channel, newsletter that we eventually had, email, everything. And now 2 years in, I have 2 KPIs. And everything I do should come back to those 2. So
which are
a number of unique page views on a website, on the content part of the website. And the other one, which is related to resources that we're producing. So of course, that doesn't mean that you're dropping everything, but now I don't need to track social media engagement anymore, because I know what works well for me. But in the beginning, I had no clue.
You have to figure out the benchmark.
Exactly. I had to write long posts, short posts, put emojis, remove emojis, put hashtags, remove hashtags, and just figure it out. What resonates with the people that we want to attract.
Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.